Hello, everybody. YouTube tried to give me a mild heart attack. Like it wasn't going to go through like it did a couple weeks ago, but I figured it out. So, okay, let me just set up this. Welcome, whoever is out there with me. Colleen, good morning. Just message on the side there so I know who's out there. If you're near enough to your computer, don't disrupt yourself if you're not. Okay, I think that looks good. So if you haven't already gathered, we're going to be outside today, so we're going to hope for the best there. Make sure everything is turned on. Hopefully Mr. B will not be too crazy this morning. He seems he's pretty excited right now. Buddy, just relax. Oh, there's all the shadows, yeah, from the leaves. Nice. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Please come onto your mats, and I will quickly give us a quick talk through of how it's going to play out, and then we will start. Just gotta relax. We're just going to ignore him once this starts, okay? So he might run through the camera a couple of times. He will eventually just get tired of me. I can't lock him down. That's why we're outside this beautiful day. So, okay, the way that this is going to play out is that it's going to be 108 Sun Salutations Day. So happy International Yoga Day, if you didn't already get anybody to say that to you. It is International Yoga Day today on June 21st. So usually on Sundays at 9 a.m., I'm here on a live stream doing a Journey into Power sequence, a 60-minute vinyasa flow. This week, we are going to do 108 Sun Salutation A. This is going to be a little easier than the traditional. It's often actually something, a Sun Salutation C, which involves some lunges and stuff. But I just wanted this morning, because I'm talking through it, I wanted to just try doing Sun A's and maybe get more people on board to try that with me. Maybe next year we'll try something a little more challenging. But yeah, so the way that this works, 108 breaks down into 12 groups of 9. So we will go through 9 Sun Salutation A, one after the other. We will not even hold the breath in downward facing dog. And then after each group of 9, we will do 5 breaths in downward facing dog. And then at 54, when we're halfway through, I'll give us a little bit longer of a break than just 5 breaths. So we're going to go through. I have a counter app on my phone. The biggest challenge is going to be for me to make sure I remember to hit it every single time and keep count. But yeah, so let's just really let go of any story that you might have about this. It's not going to be as challenging as you think. It's definitely challenging, but it's much more of a mental practice. Just really allowing yourself to get deeper and find some relaxation. Okay. Mr. B, would you go lie down, please? Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Okay, nice. Let's take it. So you're going to come into child's pose, and we'll do 5 breaths in child's pose. I do have it set up that it's about 30 seconds if I need to run inside, because anything happens, somebody starts going a bit longer. So really allow yourself to land. So you're going through a flow like this that's so repetitive. It's the same movements again and again. It's kind of keeping it interesting by staying physically present. Aware of sensations, aware of sounds, aware of distractions around you, but not taken out of the flow by them. Not using them as an excuse to stop. The dog will probably be a little crazy for the first few minutes. He'll eventually lie down and promise he did yesterday. Perfect option here. Hear distractions, feel your mind wander, come back to that next flow. Out in your head, keep yourself present wherever you need to be safe with this. Over and out. Take the breath in. The breath out. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach to the sky, the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to start with 1 hold to begin. Breathe in. Sweep your fingertips up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Step back. Lower down. Upward facing dog, lift up. Downward facing dog. 1. Only 107 more to go. You got this. Breathe in. Bend your knees. Look to the top of your mat, hopper step. Flat back. And fold. Extended mountain, press your feet, reach your fingertips up. Full into your legs. Flat back, belly in. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Step back, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knees. Step to the top of your mat. That's 2. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain, reach up. Lengthen the body. Fold forward. Squeeze into your legs. Belly in. Long spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back, lower down. Upward facing dog. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Lift back. 3. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold. Extended down, press down, lengthen. Round your feet. Fold. Squeeze in. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through. Upward facing dog. You gotta lie down, buddy. Downward facing dog. Lie down. Nice. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Forward. Flat back. That was 4. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Breathe. Space in your ribs, your lungs. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 6. Lift up. Bend. Upper step. Flat back. Fold. Reach up. Press down. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Press your heels. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 7. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Stay with it. Breathe. Step or hop. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Lengthen the body. Reach in. As fold forward. Hug your chest to your legs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breath. Ujjayi through your nose. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. That's 8. One more here. Lift up. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Breathe. Fill. And empty. Fold. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 9. Take 5 generous breaths. Anyone that doesn't know my preach out there that might be meeting him for the first time, he's pissed with me. He's 5. He has like a shadow chasing fixation that will tire himself out. I don't like to yell at him because then he thinks that I'm upset with him. And it makes him more anxious. So this is all the leaves, shadows on the deck. Makes him sad that he can't just be chill sometimes because he's so anxious, but he'll tire himself out and he'll relax in just a moment. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. I'm probably more focused on it than you are. Hopper, step forward. Get out of your body. You can't stand up. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Press your feet. Fold forward. Hug into your legs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That's 10. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Rounds. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move. In. And out. 11. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Halfway. Fold. Reach up. Press down. Or fold. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through it. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 12, on your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step forward. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Go up and back. Keep reaching for it. Fold forward. Again. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in. Lift your thighs. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. 13. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step. Flat back. And full. Extended mountain. Reach every finger. Pull forward. Press chest and thighs. Lengthen the spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 14. On your toes. Bend your knees. Empty. Step to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Adding in back bends, adding in hopping. All of that's your choice, right? Full forward. Trying to sustain this throughout. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. So don't exhaust yourself and give up. If you feel like it's too much, then you're working a little too hard to sustain it. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step to the top of your mat. This is like a marathon, not a sprint, yogis. Fold. Up and back. Fold forward. Then, Chaturanga Dandasana. Starting to get your own sequence here, how it feels, like the modifications for your body, whatever you need to do. 16, on your toes. Bend your knees. Lift step. Wait. Fold. Lengthen up. Forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 17. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step. Halfway. Fold. Go up and go back. This is 1/10 of the way there, yogi. Reach for it. And then fold. Hug into your legs. I'm already sweating. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower down. Dropping your knees, right? There's so many options to keep you in it. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Hips back. 18. On your toes. Oh no, wait. This is 5 breaths right here. Stay. Buddy, would you please lie down and relax? Mr. B, I just want you to be able to relax, man. Please, just relax. You get so anxious about leaf blowing. So this taught me more about patience than anything else in my life, I promise you. The kindest, sweetest dog. He's like just neurotic, crazy sometimes too. So good. Buddy. I get more than a few breaths out of you, staying still, eh? Lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, hop or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold, all the way up, press down into your feet, and forward, hug into your legs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, roll it out. Upward facing, lift your thighs up. Downward facing dog. 19. On your toes. Buddy, lie down. Bend your knees. Down. Upper step. Halfway lift. Good boy. Extended mountain. Go up. Press and reach. Go forward. Squeeze it. Nice work, buddy. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Moving through. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Bend. Step. Flat. Fold. Press and reach. Fold. Get small. Lengthen your spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through. Up. Down dog. So goodness would be. Lift up onto your toes. Nice work, buddy. Bend your knees. Step at the top of your mat, flat. Fold. Reach up, find space in your body here. Lengthening, and then fold. Get Start small. Lie down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 22. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step to the top of your mat. Lie down, buddy. Flat back. Doing a cameo. Fold. Go up and back. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. You're such a goofball. Lie down, you. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now we found the Rottweiler on the camera. Oh. Up on your toes. That's 23, yogis. Bend your knees. Upward step forward. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain. Long body. And then fold. Again. Lengthen the spine. Belly strong. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 24. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Up and back. And then you fold. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move. Moving that energy into the body. 5. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Go up and back. Reach for it. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through it. Strong, yogis. Upward facing dog. Lift your chest. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. This one's a quarter of the way there. Lengthen. Fold. Take a back bend. Make this one big, long. Fold forward. Hug in. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through with breath. Ujjayi in. Ujjayi out. 27. We're a quarter of the way there. So check in. Let's do 10 breaths right here. I feel like that's not bad idea. Just feel like if you need a child's pose, right, then you do that. I hope that all goes without saying. Maybe I should have mentioned at the beginning, right? Like, you're modifying for your body. Buddy, you're like really not. You're better more than a window, as they say. Lie down. Lie down, Mr. B, please. Come on, man. Just relax for a minute. There you go. Just relax, buddy. 5 breaths right here. Listen to your body, is what I was trying to say. I'm like in and out of distraction from the dog, but mostly not, right? Like, I'm just trying to let him do his thing. He will eventually crash and burn because he just can't run around in circles forever. Good, like, lesson in stamina. You can see him using all of his energy for this first 20 minutes or so, and then probably won't have any left. I think a lot of it. Up onto your toes, yogis. Bend your knees. Step to the top. Flat back. Fold. Reach up. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step. Flat. Fold. Reach. Fold. Breath in. High to low. Just breath here. Inhale. Exhale. You know the flow now. Up. Bend. Step. Flat. That picks you up and back. Fold. Fill. Empty. Lower. Up. Down. Lift. Bend. Stop. Ready, wait, go. Just the breath. bend. Stay with it. Flowing through here. Just moving with your breathing. Inhale's a lengthen. Exhale's a fold. Reach. Fill every spot of your lung that you can, and then fold. Spot of your lung, I don't know what that means. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, full breaths. In and out. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat. Fold. Breathe in. Fill, 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 fill. Fold. Flat. Flow. Lift. Bend. Top of your mat. Flat. Fold. If you're feeling strong, do more yogi, more back bend, more muscle engagement. Fold forward. Lengthen the spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step to the top. Flat. Fold. Up and back. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in. Out. One more here. We rest for 5. Hop or step. That last one in each group, a big one. Lengthen. Fold. Find space in your body here. Keep filling with air. Fold forward. Empty that air. Flat. Flow through. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths, yogis. Not as slowly. Right into the stairs here. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Down. Inner ankles back. Outer ankles down. Feet and hands to the flow. All those tools are foundation. Physicality, focus, breath, intensity you're building. They're all tools to keep you dialed in. To your body. If you're exhausting yourself, then really dial it down. If you're bored and checked out, then do more work. Bend your knees. Hop each time for a few of them. See how that goes. Lengthen. Fold. Back bends. Add in more back bend if you've got space. Fold forward. Flat back. You can hop to low plank each time. Re-engage the muscles in the arms and core. Upward facing dog. Chest through. Lift shin bones. Downward facing dog. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step. We'll do hopping through this one. Flat back. Fold. Back bend. Reaching. Lengthen. Fold. Hug in. Flat. Low plank. Up. Down dog. Lift up. Bend. Top of your mat. Flat. Fold. Reach. Fold. Space. Flow. Lift up. Hips back. Lift. Bend. Pause. 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 And then fly forward. Flat. Fold. And back. Moving with each breath. Inhale and the exhale takes you somewhere. Up. Empty. On your toes. Keep moving. Need rest. You just don't want to keep working. Check in. Rest if you need it. Don't fail if you stop for a couple. Right? Like acknowledge yourself for the commitment of being here, sticking to it. On your toes, bend, hop, a little slower around the next one. Fold. And I mean, you don't have to do what I'm saying. You're just going through these movements, flowing your breath through your body. Disconnecting from the conscious thoughts that take you out. It's just physicality and breath. Your mat, lengthen. We're at 42. Fold. Pull up and back. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lie down, Mr. B. Upward facing dog. Lie down, goofball. Downward facing dog. Up on your toes. Bend your knees. Hop your step. But you gotta listen. Lie down, please. Fold. Bowser, lie down. Reach up and back. Fold forward. Self anxiety. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana is giving it to me too. I gotta let it go. Upward facing dog. Chest forward. Downward facing dog. That's 44. On your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Halfway lift. Fold. Up and back. Reach up. Lengthen the body. Fold forward. Flat back. Fold through right here. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That's 45. We take 5 breaths. He's doing like intervals crazy. He like rests for a minute and then comes back to it. Yeah, you got a plan, eh? Keep it sustained. That's good work. Good plannings. Just lie down, buddy. I just like to see you relaxing, man. Relax. Lie down. You don't gotta kill those leaf shadows. They're fine. Oh yeah, there you go. Good one. Now he's eating it. That's fine. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. We're gonna do this one 5 here. I lied. Halfway lift. And fold, because this is halfway after this. So we've got 9 more, and then we'll do a child's pose for a little bit. Fold forward. So like spoilers there. Work now. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through. Use all the strength you've got right here. Upward facing dog. Right? Downward facing dog. That's all you can do, yogis. The strength you've got right here. Just tap into it. Hop forward. Flat back. Fold. Good work, B. Up and back. Good work, everybody out there. Nice. I'm assuming you're working the right amount for you. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. I'm dripping sweat, so that's a good sign. Also a little warm out here. Down dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Definitely will be filming some more out back. Flat. Fold. Up and back. Reaching. Pressing. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Big breath. Big reach. Fold. Empty it. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. 5 more yogis and you're halfway there. Lengthen. Fold. Extended mountain. Keep reaching. Keep lengthening. And then empty all that air. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Are you sweating your eyes? Just let it be. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Wipe if you have to. Drink if you have to. But stick to the flow. Lengthen. As often as you can. Fold. And back. Fold. Belly in. Low plank. Hop back. Land in it. Upward facing. Thighs. Calves. Shins. Lifts. Downward facing. 3 more. On your toes. Bend your knees. So close to halfway there. Lengthen. Fold. Reach. Fold. core muscles, pull them in. Uddiyana Bandha, Chaturanga Dandasana, pit of your belly, scoop it up to your ribs, upward facing, keep that engaged. Downward facing. On your toes, bend your knees. Hop, flat, fold, reach, fold. Long neck, long spine. Flow through. Upward facing, press the earth. Downward facing. One more here, lift up, bend. Top of your mat, almost halfway there, yogis. Stay with your breath. Your biggest back bend yet, find it. Keep reaching, keep your core muscles there, and then hug it. Belly. Chaturanga Dandasana with strength. Upward facing dog. Child's pose. Congratulations out there. If you made it through half, if you had the rest of it, acknowledgement. We'll just take like a minute here. Like sweat, have a drink of water. Just check back in with your body. Give yourself a little pep talk. You might be tired, amazing. You're working so hard. You did check out, I did like a prep video a couple days ago, and there's significance to the number 108. You can Google it. It shows up in all kinds of like religious tags, Ayurvedic medicine, astrology. It's really interesting. The purpose of the Sun Salutations is really that. It's like starting your day, waking up to the sunrise, saluting the sun, acknowledging it, earth, life, giver that it is. Yesterday was the Summer Solstice, right? The longest day of the year. It's a really good time. Detox and moving through with energy. Take 5 more breaths. Allow yourself to rest. You've done this before you know it, and then you can tell yourself that you did 100 meditations. Take a breath in. Press your knuckles down, sit onto your heels. Tabletop. Press to cat, just one. Cat pose around your back. Inhale, cow, let the belly drop. Neutral spine, downward facing dog. You flow, amazing. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. A little gentle in this side. Step forward, flat back. And fold. Press and reach, keep reaching. You don't have to always add a back bend, right? It can feel lengthening. Your cactus arms, it feels good. Fold. Start modifying it a bit. Do that. Lengthen the spine. Step back. High plank. Option to be on your knees, right? That can start to happen even at every other one, once in a while, whatever you need to do. Cobra pose, same down dog, drop dog, sorry. Eyes are open. And then down dog. Really modifying for what you need. You're like, I don't need to slow it down, Mike. Bend your knees, and you work harder, right? Hop, add fire, lengthen. Fold. That's what I say, doing it and talking my way through it is two different things. Reach up. Hold. High. Below. Knees can be down. Chest forward. Downward facing dog. Toes. Bend the knees. Top of your mat. Flat. Fold. Reach. Fold. Halfway. High to low. Upward facing dog. Bowser. Downward facing dog. Leave it, buddy. You're blocking everything. No one can see anything. Up on your toes, bend your knees. Not that there's much to see. Step forward. Halfway lift. Same thing happening again and again. Fold. You don't need to see me as much. And just stick with it. Stay in the flow. Reach up and then fold forward. Flat. Back to low. Upward. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step or hop. Flat. See, I don't even want to stay going slow. Fold. That's okay. Reach up. You don't have to be any certain way. Fold forward. Just stand with it. Present. Lengthen. Flow. Like present means giving your body what it's asking for. It might take you somewhere your mind isn't even expecting. Dog. Your toes. Your knees. Top of your mat. Flat. Fold. Extend it down. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward. Downward facing dog. That's 60. Yogis on your toes. Bend your knees. 3 more till the break. Lengthen. Fold. Reach up. Fold forward. Breathe. Flow. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop for step. Step back. Fold. Go up and back. Reach for it. Fold forward. Long spine. High to low. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold. Break. Keep reaching for it. This is the one before the break. Forward. Halfway. High to low. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Child's pose, you take it with you for 5 breaths. If you're like a fireball raring to go, do 5 leapfrogs. Do something to add more heat, right? Something to bring more intensity. You can be doing little hops. You can be doing different things to bring more work to it if you want to do that. I don't want to do that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Halfway left. And fold. Reach up. Fold forward. Halfway left. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Go up and back. Expansion, grounding, and then you fold. Contraction. Again. Lengthen the spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. After this round, we're 3/4 of the way there, yogis. Lengthen. Move forward. Extend it down. Stand up every time. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. You move. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Flat. Lie down, buddy. Down. Fold. Extended mountain. Very good. Reach. Fold forward. Belly in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Flat. Fold. Press your feet. Wake up your legs, your glutes, your core. Fold forward. Halfway lift, long neck. Chaturanga Dandasana. Movement, breath. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. One more till the break, yogis. Lift. Bend. Hop or step. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Extended mountain. Bring your Uddiyana Bandha, your pit of your belly. Reach. Scoop it in. And fold. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. This is 70 yogis. Hop. Flat. Fold. Reach up. Stay there, B. You're doing good. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Press. Downward facing. Heels down. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. 2 more. Hop. Flat. Fold. 4 corners of your feet. Root them down. Reach up. And then squeeze in. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Last one here, and then you get 10 breaths. In a down dog, in a child's pose, in a leapfrogs. Fold. Go up. Expansion. Hold forward. Halfway. High to low. Upward. Downward facing dog. Breathe your 10 breaths. Nice work, Pete. Doing a good job. Nice work, everybody. Yeah. Whatever you're doing out there, if you're still with me at this point, like acknowledgement, whatever work you're doing, it's perfect. Just keep with it. Stick to it. We're 3/4 of the way there. 5 more breaths. Just grounding. Again, if you want to keep working, keep doing something to fire it up. Do whatever you need to in these longer down dogs to just that extra bit of space, that extra bit of momentum, energy to carry you forward. Breathe in. Press your inner ankles back, outer ankles down. One more. Your toes, bend your knees. Keep on doing that. Thank you for resting the whole 10 breaths. I appreciate that. Full. Reach up. Way left. Chaturanga Dandasana. You move. Stay with the flow. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. We're on the home stretch here, yogis. On your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. Fold. Up and back. Up your chin. Lengthen your neck. And then forward. Let that go. Angle your head. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step forward. This is 75 yogis. Lengthen. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold into your legs. Belly in. Long spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop and step. Flat. Fold. Reach. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold into your legs. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. step. Flat back. Fold forward. Extended mountain. Reach for it. Fold. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breath. Flow. Lift. Bend. Hop. Flat. Full. Back. Fold forward. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees. 2 more. Up. Lengthen. Full. Up and back. Reach around the feet. Forward. Halfway. High to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 1 more here on your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step. Flat. Fold. Biggest reach. Press the feet. Lengthen the body. Fold forward. Squeeze into your legs. Halfway lift. Shoot back a little plank. If you can do it, yes. Upward facing dog. My arms are feeling this. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Sweat. Sip of water if you need it. The leaves from your yoga mat. Beetles. That's okay. Good boy, buddy. Relaxing for a second. Last one. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. There's even a breeze all of a sudden. Hop or step forward. Flat back. Fold. 82. Reach. Forward. 1 more breath. Flow. Let's do that. This round, we're just going to breathe. Move through it like that. Hop. Jump. Keep flowing. Stop. Stay with me. Feel your breath moving you. Each breath takes you somewhere. You know where you're going. You've done this so many times already. Stay with your breath. Stay in the flow. Up. Bend. Top of your mat. Flow. Belly strong. Pull it in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe. Top of your mat. Flat. Empty your lungs. Reaching as you fill. Lower. Upward. Downward. Breath. Bend and empty. Flow. Press the floor. Reach. Crown of your head up. Down, down. On your toes. Bend your knees. Hop. Flat. Fold. Reach. Fill. Empty. Breath. Flow. Up. Back. 2 more. Top of your mat. With breath. In the flow. Space. Possibility for it to be different. Even after this many, find something new. Somewhere to go deeper. Here, lift. Then last one before break. Take it on. Your fullest expressions. With your breath. Guided by it. Down dog. That's 90 yogis. 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Breathe. More breaths, not rounds, don't worry. Better ankles back, better ankles down. Find your feet, find your hands. Breathe in. Drive the tailbone back. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Upper step. Flat. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. On your toes. Bend your knees so close. Stay in the flow. Flat back. Fold. Big reach. Fold forward. Stay in it here. Keep working with your body. If there's room for more work, don't give up. Lift. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Keep adding more. What is possible? Hop to the top, flat, and fold. If you're exhausted, you do less. Rest, recharge, even through the flow. A little less work, a little less engagement. Still in that flow to stay present. Connected. Lift. Then you're just moving, right? It's the same thing, same breaths. Same, well, not the same breaths, everything else, right? You're staying in a deep breath is new. Reach up, fold, flat, alright, so low, up, lift, down dog, on your toes, bend your knees, upper step, flat, fold forward. Expansion with breath. Keep pressing down. Keep filling your lungs. Hug in. Empty that air. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step. Flat. Fold. Go up and back. Reach for it. Empty. Lengthen. Side to low. Upward. Downward facing dog. 3 more here. And then it's the last round. Hop to the top. Flat. Fold. Fill as you reach. Empty as you fold. Halfway. Side to low. Upward, downward, on your toes, bend your knees, fly forward, halfway, fold, breathe as you reach, empty, halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, breathing through, upward, downward facing dog. 1 more here. Breathe in. Bend your knees, empty. Pause. Hop forward, flat back, and fold. Extended mountain. Fold. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana with control, yogis. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 99. There are 9 more to go through, and you've done 108, or some variation of that. Acknowledge yourself. More breaths. Generous breathing. Send it right where your body needs that last little push, that last little release. Strong, powerful. Bend your knees. Look to the top of your mat. Get there. 9 more. Lengthen. Fold. Reach up. Extended mountain pose. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That's 100. Lift. Bend. 8 more to go. Hop. Halfway. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Belly strong. Pull it in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Press the floor. Downward facing. 7 left. Lift. Bend. Hop. Lengthen. And fold. Expansion. Press. Ground. And hug in. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. 6 left. Lift. Bend. Hop. Keep flat. Fold. Reach for it. Empty. Full. Halfway. Vinyasa. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 left. Lift. Bend. Fly forward. Flat back. Right away. Fold. If you're feeling exhausted, you're so close. Keep doing the work. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift. Upward facing. Downward facing. 4 more. Sun Salutation. A. Hop forward. Flat back. Fold. Breathe. Expand. So much vitality in your body. Feel that. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 more, yogis. Bend your knees. Pause. Fly to the top of your mat. Halfway. Fold. Up and back. Fold forward. Halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 left on your toes. Bend your knees. Let's take these last 2. Feel them. It doesn't mean easy. Step or hop forward. Slow it down. Lengthen. Fill. And fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Fullest expression. And then fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. The last one here on your toes. Make it count. Bend your knees. Fly to the top of your mat. Maybe this is your first hop. Take it halfway. Fold. Extended mountain. Keep taking air in. Keep reaching. Look for a back bend. And then empty it up. Halfway lift. Spine, neck long. Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows in, belly strong. Upward facing, lift your thighs, your shins. Child's pose. Woo. Like that confetti when you send like a text message to happen on the screen. Acknowledgement. Sitting in the child's pose for a moment here. Just a few breaths. Feel out your body. I'm covered in sweat. I can't blame the heat outside because it's like a pool. Lovely breeze right now. Just feel it out, right? Wherever your body needs a little support. We'll take a few breaths here and then we'll move into a quick shavasana. Twist. Finish up. Breathe in. Press onto your heels. Full inhale. Full exhale. You'll come down onto your back, however you get there. Just roll out onto your back. Draw your right knee into your chest, left leg long. Take a quick supine twist. Ground your right shoulder. Draw your right knee across your body. Switch sides. Bring your hips to center. Left knee in, cross it over the body, stretching it to the back, side body. You might think this would be calm down, but he's actually just been staring at the exact same shadow leaf on the floor for like the last 20 minutes. Because the most focus when it comes to looking at shadows. Come back to center, give your knees a squeeze. Last breath. Release. Just 10 breaths in Shavasana. Buddy, come here. Mr. B, come here. Bowser, come here, please. Come in line with me. Come here. Come here, buddy. As much as he loves me, I mean nothing to him. If there's a leaf blowing or a shadow that's interesting. Acknowledge yourself for whatever it is you did on your mat today. You did half as many as me, you did a quarter as many if you just sat and watched it and got inspired, whatever it was that happened. Just consider yourself, giving yourself this practice for International Yoga Day. Whatever it showed up like, you made some time. Acknowledge yourself for that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach up over your head. Big one stretch, lengthen, fingers and toes. Roll onto one side. Come up to a sitting position. Sit up tall. You can keep your eyes closed. Hands at your heart center. Finish up like we began with one. Take a big breath in. Bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead. The love and the light in me acknowledges the love and the light in anyone out there practicing with me live or practicing with us later on. I acknowledge you. Happy International Yoga Day. Together we bow and we say, Namaste. Thank you, yogis. If you were out there with me live and you just did that, please comment. I'd like to know who was there. I want to know how it sounded, how it felt. I really appreciate any feedback. And hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully your body feels open. I feel pretty good. That felt nice, yeah. And just consider you can still probably get another flow in today, right? If you need it. Have an awesome rest of your day. Stay connected to your yoga practice. Keep nourishing your body. And I will see you again really soon. Okay, who's out there? It only took just over an hour. It's amazing. So good. Love it. Nori, killed it. Pitbull Teeth, I love that name. I don't know who that is, though. Do I know you or do I not know? I mean, I know you now. You just did 108 sun cells with me. Thank you for joining me. So good, everybody. I do end the live stream just so it doesn't look too long. This is actually great. I thought it was going to be longer than this long. Joni, yes. Colleen. So good. I'm so glad that you guys stayed. Yes, I feel like I got a little fast at a couple of those there. So acknowledgement to all of you for staying through that. And yeah, next year we'll see. I did Sun Salutations C when I taught this in Toronto to like 500 yogis, and that involves like stepping the feet forward and back. And I just didn't want to get too ahead of myself. I'm pretty glad that I managed to count them all. I don't think I would like to go back and count them and see, because I feel like that actually was 108. We might be off by 1 or 2, but I shouldn't be more than that. So yeah, I'm going to end it, but I'm still here chatting. So it just ends the stream. It doesn't end the chat on the side. So if anyone does have anything else to say, I'm not going anywhere. But happy yoga day. Have an awesome rest of your day. Subscribe to the channel. Please like all of that kind of stuff. It really does help the channel get seen by other people and spreads the yoga love. So have an awesome day.